Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Theresa here. Just me and the critters, per normal. It is October 18th, 2019. It is Friday afternoon at 3:46 p.m. It is a rainy day. It is a cooler day. In fact, I've just turned on our AC now, and oh my goodness, I'm going to have to, sorry, going to have to plug in my phone. It's about to die. It's at 36%. Not exactly about to die, but for me, it's about to die. So, no makeup on today. Sorry about that. I do have earrings in and a bracelet, but yeah, I don't have any earrings in today. Any makeup on today. Okay, now let's do the weather. I've been missing you guys. Yeah, no wonder I'm a little cold. I'm gonna turn this AC off here just a minute. I gotta get to the remote for it. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on. It's 61 degrees out. Okay, we have a tropical storm warning still going on in our area. And it says equivalent tropical storm force wind, peak wind forecast 30 to 40 miles per hour with gusts up to 60. And that will be in effect, let me see, until, I'm trying to read. It says areas that be affected is Crawfordville, Cola Springs, and so on. And that is until Saturday afternoon. Potential threat to life and property with wind 58 miles to 73 miles per hour. So we have taken action on everything we can. We brought in the flags. We secured stuff outside. So we are doing good for groceries and whatnot. So we're just going to sit and write it out. That's what we'll do. So anyway, right now it's 61 degrees. It feels like 61. The high will only be 63 today. The low will be 62. We are having rain right now. Kind of a drizzle. Very humid out. 78% humidity. And it's supposed to rain all from now until tomorrow evening. So we definitely got rained out of going fishing. But we were talking about, we don't think that Brad really can physically probably do the walking. It needs to be done for that. Nor do we really have the money for the bait and the car gas and stuff. So it's all good. Let's see. Wind is only 7 miles per hour from the east. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cold going on. Sunrise was at 7:41. Sunset will be at 7:03. And like I said, tomorrow is a 100% chance of rain. So that we'll just kind of be hunkering down. Actually, we have some plans to do. This is going to be a longer video, so you might want to go ahead and grab something to eat, something to drink, all of that kind of stuff. I'm going to pause you guys, and so I can start some eucalyptus in my oil diffuser. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It took me less time to actually find my eucalyptus, so I thought I would just chat with you guys while I get my oil diffuser going. I always keep water. It specifically said not to use distilled water or anything. This is just refilled tap water. You know, we drank what was in here, and then it's easier to keep and pour into my oil diffuser. Yes, I'm trying to find some place to set stuff down at. I just got done eating lunch. It's a late lunch, you see, but I had just some ham cold cuts, and I just and dill pickle spears. I just wrapped the ham around the dill pickle spears, and then I had half a can of pickled beets left that I needed to take care of, and then what else did I have? Some cottage cheese. I don't know what else I had. Yeah, it was just kind of a cold, easy lunch. I've been having some stomach trouble, And but it went okay. I took one of it's kind of like the off brand of the Lactaid. So I took one of those before I ate. It seemed to be okay. Okay, well, that's plenty. This is my big bottle of eucalyptus oil because I use it a lot. So, this is just an oil diffuser, not real expensive, that I got off of Amazon. And then what it is trees, as you can see, and then, it's color changing. Let's see, come on. I'll show you guys if I can. I may have to turn you guys over this way. Yep. Okay, let me see if I can get. Okay, and okay, now you can see it, and it's gonna change colors. See? Isn't that pretty? They had different scenes too, like if you like deer or birds or whatever. But you guys know that I love trees. So anyway, that will really help me. The eucalyptus in it will really help me. You have a different feature where you can pause it, like it goes for 30 seconds, shuts off for 30 seconds as far as the mist. But I have it just going 100% because, and that's why I buy a big 8-ounce bottle of the eucalyptus oil, because I go through a lot of it. I make my incense sticks and stuff with it too. But I use it a lot whenever I've got a lot of congestion going on. Brad and I've been both fighting a little bit of cold, so this will really help. Anyway, now that you know all about that, what was I going to talk about? I was going to show you guys my hats. But first I want to talk a little bit about what's been going on with me. I don't want any of my friends to think that I don't care. I know I've been really quiet lately. I'm just going over some stuff in my head, okay? It has nothing to do with any of you guys or anything bad or anything. It's just, I guess maybe it's with the Asperger's. I don't know, that I have a hard time with any kind of change. And now you know that my best friend Brad, aka also my husband, has taken this wonderful job, which we're happy about, okay? I mean, we would have preferred that he didn't have to stay at home. Sorry, I'm sharpening up a pair of my scissors. A quick, easy way to sharpen up a pair of your scissors. Maybe they aren't cutting as well as you would like, and these are just the cheap, not your really good scissors. It's using an emery board. So anyway, so I've really been missing him, and it's a big schedule change and stuff, and feeling very lonely because, I got used to him being around. And I think it's just the Asperger's. I have a hard time with change and stuff. It's not that there's really anything wrong. And then sometimes you feel like no matter how hard you try with some people, and I don't understand because I'll text them and then I don't hear anything for a long time. And I know I'm equally just as bad. So, I'll be fine. I just gotta wrap my head around some stuff because, also being home all week long without a vehicle is really hard because I feel very isolated. And, but there's not anything we can do about that right now. We have certain bills. It has to be paid. A Jeep got to be fixed. We're going to go ahead and fix the Jeep because it's getting harder and harder to open the door at all. And it's all fine. It's just wrap my head around some stuff. And like I said, just feeling, going through a little bit of seasonal depression and just feeling a bit lonely and isolated. And, because there's not that long between when Brad gets home to when he goes to bed is like 2 hours, so, it's going to sound really stupid, but I do better if I don't get up with him in the morning or if I can go back to sleep rather than if I get up with him and I'm up all day and then I get to see him for 2 hours and then repeat. So I have a tendency to stay up later at night. I'll get up with him in the morning, but then I'm going back to bed as soon as he leaves. So it works better for me psychologically and stuff. So, and plus I'm really wanting to create a lot, which there's no reason why I can't, because I'm really, really far ahead on hats. So all of my wonderful ladies that donate hats, don't worry about for the next couple of months, okay? For November and December. I know you got your Christmas stuff and your holiday stuff, and we are really, really sitting well for hats. I can go at least probably 2 months if I didn't do any more hats right now. So I want you guys to, unless you just have extra time and stuff, but if it's like it's really gonna cause a lot of stress, just don't worry about it for the next couple of months, and then come see me in January, because by then I'm gonna want to take a break too. So, but I'm really wanting to create more painting and stuff, so I'm gonna do that. I'm going to work more on doing my Etsy listings. I know I said I was going to, and then I just listed a few and haven't. And quite frankly, there for a while, we really couldn't afford the Etsy fees, even though they're really low. But if you have, like over 50 items listed, it can add up. So, but now we can do that. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on finding some avenues that I can get out of the house. And Brad and I were talking about that last night, because, like I said, this is going to be a long video. So, and if it gets real long, I'll do it in 2 parts. In fact, I think I will. I think I'm going to talk to you guys about everything I want to talk to you about. And then I'm going to end it. And that's going to be part 1. And then part 2 will be, I wanted to do comment reading. So, we'll do that. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. About, Brad and I were talking about, since the dynamics change and Brad has become so impaired, disabled, and stuff, more than we ever thought. We definitely, like I've told you guys before, come January 1st, we need to, sorry, I was thinking about something. Hang on just a second. Okay, I'm back. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But, oh, there's the ambulance. Ambulance bay is right behind our trailer house here. Just like a trailer. We don't mind it, but if I ever need an emergency service, they're right there. But anyway, since Brad has become so physically impaired and stuff, it has really changed the dynamics of the things that we're able to do. Now, I'm not complaining a bit, and he knows this, because there was years back where I was in the same boat he was, that I couldn't do anything really. But it changed a lot of the dynamics, and so we're having to kind of rethink the things that we could go do. And there's lots of things we still can do, but it's just taking the time to investigate, like up in Tallahassee, things to do, things that we can physically do that aren't real hard for him. Anything with a lot of walking and stuff is pretty much out for both of us right now. So, yeah, I'm going to be looking more into that. I know I say that, but I am. I'm going to look more into that kind of stuff. It's starting to really rain. Because that'll help me. Because the problem is, and also, it became apparent quite some time back that it would be better for Brad if we didn't have to go in the grocery store and go grocery shopping, because it's very painful for him. That's when we started doing the, ordering the groceries. And we tried it first of this month, going to the grocery store, to Walmart, and we only walked in half of it, and he was in so much pain. And yeah, he could write a card except for pride, you know. I ride a cart because that's just too much walking for me. And a lot of stuff, you know, I do everything I can for him and vice versa. But what happened was when we stopped really going into Walmart, it stopped a lot of really interaction. So you know, I get out of the house to go pick up the groceries and then we'll go for a ride and that's about it. And for a long time, that's good, but maybe once a month to even go out to dinner or, you know, maybe going to Tallahassee and go see a movie. Brad really wants to go to one of those IMAX movies. You know, or see a concert or something like that would be nice. So we're going to work on that. Because I'm starting to lose my social skills. I am by nature very much an introvert. And I kind of have to be pushed, but not pushed too much because then my back gets up against the wall and I get mad about it. To get out of the house and stuff. I'm just always have been a very shy person by nature. And I know it might be hard to believe, but it is really the truth. And if I'm in the house a lot, then I start to kind of become more and more withdrawn. And that's what's happened. You know, if you have some bad interactions with somebody on the phone, and then you start where you just are afraid to really communicate on the phone, which was really a struggle for me anyway. And just kind of the loss of that friendship and stuff made it where I just am afraid to really, reach out too much. I'm working on it. I'm doing the best I can. That's all I can do. And, one of the things is we really have got to start working a lot harder because we're both having a lot of stomach issues. And we have to start working more on those types of issues. And like I said, I want to work more on my art. I'm coming to a point where I'm realizing it doesn't matter if the artwork sells or not. That shouldn't deem whether or not I'm, quote, a good artist. Because what is a good artist anyway, really? Because there's always going to be a different style and a different medium and stuff that, different stroke for different folks. And that's literally so true. I learned that when I was in college and stuff because somebody may walk up and just think your stuff is crap, and you may have 20 other people walk up and think your stuff is just awesome. And it doesn't really matter what other people think. So I can't put and equate whether or not I'm selling artwork with, Nixie, stop that, please. She's a licker. She'll lick herself to death. Whether or not my art is acceptable. Does it really matter if none of my artwork were acceptable as long as I enjoyed doing it? So that's where I've come to with that. I'm going to do comment reading and stuff in a few minutes. I want to show you guys the hats I do have done for this week. I was having a lot of fun with colors. So I finished this one last night. This is a toddler small child hat. It's got a little Scotty dog. So yeah, I need to trim this up a little bit more, I noticed on this end. But so I got that one. That's a toddler. This is a little newborn. Not gender specific, but it does have an automobile on it. So, And if you have a Denver Bronco fan, that's those colors. This is a large, a large adult. Look at all that beautiful color changing. Basically, if you're going for pride, this is the hat for you. So, and then I have this one, which was a lot of fun to make also. Leaf on it, like that. So, thought I had a couple other hats. I guess maybe I don't. Huh? Maybe I'll have a couple Yeah, see, I thought I had. Wonder if they're still down in here. Hang on just a second, because I could have swore I had a couple other hats finished. They might still be down in here. I'm not sure. Uh-oh. That's never good when the yarn gets zipped up in the zipper there. Got it out. See, I still use this all the time, Rebecca. I do, all the time. I'm just looking to see, because... Excuse me while I dig out all my yarn, guys. Sorry. Got another extra large hat going. Whew. Right here. I know. Sorry. I thought, but I could swear I had a couple more infant hats. Maybe I already showed them last time I showed hats. Maybe I already... I'm just going to look one more place. Yeah, nope. I must have already showed it to you. This is another color changing hat. Made me think of Pride. It's got a butterfly on it. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? This is a medium adult. So, and the other one before that was a small. So that's what I got for that right now. Excuse me, I got my fan and you're going to hear it. But anyway, that's what I'm working on. Just trying to figure out a better schedule for me, and one where I don't feel like it's just hours and hours where I'm just alone in this house. You know, I like my alone time, and I always say that, and that's so very true. I just need to construct my time better. You know, and I need to get better at socializing a little bit better. So if you've text me and I've texted you back, please, when you get time, answer me back. And if you text me and I haven't answered you back, I'm going to within the next couple of days. It's not anything to do with you. Please know that. It's all with me, you know, and I'm going to do better, you know. It's not anything to do with you. So, I get a drink. I need to make more tea. Anyway, that's all that's going on. Oh, I know, I was going to tell you guys about. So this weekend, since we can't go fishing and stuff, what we're going to do is our bedroom needs an overhaul in the worst way. You guys know I have all those cubicles in the art studio. And that's where a lot of the yarn lives and where art supplies live, that kind of stuff. Some of my crochet, some of my ribbon embroidery. I haven't done any ribbon embroidery in a while. I ought to do some of that. I will have to look into that. But I have some of those in the bedroom. That's what Brad was putting his clothes in. Now, my husband is an awesome man. I will say that. He's awesome for me, okay? You know, he is my soulmate. We've been married over 31 years. Love him to death. I know the feeling's vice versa. One of his quirks has always been, though, that he doesn't like to put away his clothes. Not in traditional type dressers. He's more the type where if he has a table, he'll lay his clothes out on a table. And hey, you know, whatever works, right? So he has no problem if I'll put his clothes away. So, so he's using these cubicles, but he has them all kind of jumbled up and everything. So what we're going to do is I have some of those plastic dressers, you know, the wider ones. I'm going to move my clothes out, and I'm going to move his clothes in there, or we are. And then I told him, I said, because see, right now, we have the drying rack right in front of his cubicle. Well, he can get to it, but it's very hard for me to get to it, because I'm a lot shorter and stuff. So, tell me, you know, I'll move the clothes I don't wear very often over there, And we'll move the drying rack around where it was better suited. And, you know, if I can get to his clothes, I'll put them away for him. I don't have that big of a problem. I mean, I do I'm a housewife. Of course I do the laundry. Of course I fold it and, you know, put it in the laundry basket. And then he just kind of, because it's just his nature, just to kind of shove it aside. First of all, he's really, really tired at night. He's really hurting at night. He doesn't want to mess with it. I understand that. You know, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on taking his clothes out of the cubicle. First of all, he's got some clothes that he's wearing, some that he won't be wearing. You know, all that kind of good stuff. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And then probably we want to change our bedding and probably give it a good vacuum and stuff and dusting. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Is that kind of stuff. So I'm not even going to bother with the housework today. I've decided I want to go in and do some painting and do some creating. I did go in the other day. Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or yeah, it was yesterday. I went in and I cleaned up and reconfigured the art room, the art studio. So I could actually get in there and work, and so I didn't feel so claustrophobic. So now I'm eager to get in there and do some work. And what else? What can I tell you guys? That's about everything. We're having tacos tonight because Mr. Heide really wants tacos tonight. He brought home dinner last night. We got hamburgers from BW's, hamburgers and onion rings. Usually once a week we don't necessarily go out to dinner, but you know, like he'll stop and get a pizza, or usually that's on Friday nights, or like it was Thursday night last night. But BW's grill gets so busy here anymore that you don't even want to try and get in there on a Friday night. So you know, that's kind of a break from me having to cook and everything. And I think he's going to do the tacos tonight. Well, I'm going to cut up the lettuce and tomatoes and onions, and he's going to cook up the taco meat. So that'll work. And what else? That's about it. That's about it. Just trying to. Now that I have this extra time, I'm like kind of stuck though, because I'm used to not having as much extra time. So now it's like I'm really wanting to create more. And I think I'm going to make some neck towels. And I think might make some scarves, that kind of stuff. So, who's texting me now? It's probably Mr. Heide. Yeah, let me see. Oh, all kinds of people. Wow. I'll have to get to all that tomorrow. Got you guys waiting. How rude. I'm sorry. So anyway, that's what's going on there. And that's it. I'm just gonna go ahead and hop on over instead of doing part 1 and part 2. I'm just gonna hop on over here to the comments. We're gonna start this. Are you ready? Be ready. Okay, I couldn't be sure where I left this off at, and I don't think that it was this far into it, but I forgot to ever go through and do the heart stuff, so I'm just going to have to do it now. Rachel Hug, who I just love you, lady, said, I really like veggie sticks and baked Cheetos as low-cal snacks when I need a crunch. Portion sizes are 30 pieces, so you feel like you're having a decent-sized snack. I love veggies, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you just need a crunch. Love you, sis. Thanks for reading my comment. You rock. Oh, thank you, and you rock, too. And Joanne said, I think you reading the comments are good for us to go over again. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you so much. Chasing Daisies said, I'm very sick right now. Hospital ran a bunch of tests. I'm so glad Brad's job is going well. You are a wonderful wife and domestic engineer. Love you both. I hope you're okay, Leanne. Don't make me worry. Let's see. Susan Moorfield said, I do enjoy your videos. I too just try to clean some and pick up stuff up, take care of our 3 kitty cats. Their full-time job too. I hope Brad is doing better. It's probably from working after being off for a while. I too am a domestic goddess. I might try to take a craft class sometime at our new Michael store and see how it goes, just to get out and do something new. Hope you get to sometime too. Should be fun maybe. It has been hot here too and mosquitoes. Hope it cools down soon. We had a tropical storm which gave some rain and flooding in some areas. Glad it didn't get us, but areas around us got some. We are slowly drying out, I guess. It was a couple of days ago. No fun. See you soon in your next video. Thank you so much. And yet, see, that's what I would love, is to be able to take a class, at Michael's or something. I mean, as soon as we can, we decided last night that we definitely do want to move up into Tallahassee, and I was talking with Brad, and I said, but, it costs more, the rent's more in Tallahassee. He goes, so what's the difference if it's $100 more if you're able to get out and enjoy more things? And I said, well, you're right, and we probably would save that kind of money in gas. So, Margaret Garner said, great to see you today. Thank you. Great to see you, too. Marnie Casey said, I just love hearing you chit-chat about anything. Aw, thank you. I saw those cute pictures of you and the puppies on Instagram. That was cute. Leilana Jorge I hope I'm saying it right, says, enjoy your podcast. Thank you so much. Dave Nicholson said, wish you could get out more. It is nice to be out. Yeah, well, I'm working on it. The one vehicle thing kind of has us. And also, with the way the door is, I can't get in it right now to drive it. So, yeah. But, all in good time. I just need to make more effective use of it. The 2 days a week that Brad and the Jeep are home. But I don't want to run him ragged. Margaret Garner said, good to see you, Theresa. Thank you. And Milana said, Theresa, you are very sweet. Oh, thank you so much. And Rebecca Miller gave double hearts. Thank you so much. I see you're on a trip. Let's see. Rebecca Miller said, I sent my package yesterday with some added goodies, but next month I'll send you some full skeins of yarn. I have an entire dresser full of yarn. I love to unload some of it, and I have a lot of size 3 or baby yarn. Would you be interested in that too? Yes, and yes, and yes. I'm interested in any kind of yarn, any size. If it's a smaller size, I just double it up, but I use it all. I tell you what, that smaller size is good for pom-pom. I am sorry, you guys. I'm going to have to mute my phone here for a little bit, because I'm just being blown up all of a sudden. Tell you nobody's texting me, and then everybody's texting me. But I enjoy it. So, yes, I'm looking forward to that, Becca. I love it when people send me yarn. I'm not going to lie. Or scraps. And Ty Haynes said, I think it's unseasonably warm everywhere. It was 90 degrees all weekend here in northern Ohio. It's terrible. You were just at Disney World, weren't you? Rebecca Miller said, life is too short to spend all day cleaning. Yes, a clean home is ideal, but you have to practice time management. Set aside time every day to do what makes you happy. Every day on my to-do list is, I always have read, crochet, knit. I enjoy all three. Every day I want to set aside time to do one or more of those things. If I don't write down, I don't make it a priority. Your happiness is a priority. This Rebecca Miller is one smart cookie. I got to tell you, this young lady is just a wonderful woman to begin with, but I love your wisdom and I love your viewpoint on life and like time management, money management. I learn so much from you all the time that I just think you are just awesome. I just got to tell you that. And Rachel Hugg said, short hair can be really shocking when you're not used to it. When I first cut my hair really short and shaved the back, it was like, oh my God, what did I do? Now I love it, but you got to do what is comfortable for you. We do a once a week family cleaning day where all of us work on cleaning together. But the rest of the week, my house looks like hell. I love watching documentaries. If I'm not learning something, hi, Nixie. When I'm watching TV, I feel like I'm kind of wasting time. I know, I'm a weirdo. Love you, sister. You know, what are you doing, baby girl? I know. I'm thinking about doing more of that. Brad keeps encouraging me to do more of the not worrying about some of the harder to clean things until, like, on a Saturday when he's home to help. And I'm thinking about maybe doing that. I just feel so guilty because I stay home and I'm like, when I was younger, I could take care of everything in the house and he didn't have to do anything when he got home. But as he says, I'm not 30 anymore. And, yeah, it would be nice because I do feel very inundated. And it's like the arms start to get better and then I do a bunch of stuff and like now the arms are jacked up again. And for a couple of days it was feeling better. Of course, I know the looming doesn't help, but, you know, I got to do something that, you know, but, so I think I will start talking with him about maybe doing, like I can handle doing the dusting and the vacuuming in the front part of the house. I just don't want to have to mess with our bedroom but maybe once a week, you know. I mean, I don't mind going in, making a bed, putting away clothes, all of that, but just maybe the vacuuming in the bedroom on a Saturday. So that's a good idea. Let's see. Susan Moorfield said, I will clean a little while too, and then want to do something else, and then I will say more cleaning the next day. Yep. Chasing Daisy says, I love what you said at the end of this video. I needed to hear that. I will be praying for Peggy and everyone else. I'm so very glad Brad is in a job he loves, and I wish I could be as good of a cook and preparer as you. I love you. I love you too, and you know, we all have our different skills, you know. All have a different mindsets and stuff. Rebecca Mill said, yes, the style craft yarn I had ordered from England off of a website called Wool Warehouse. The others are mostly scraps from past projects, but you know I love the scraps. You know, I get such a kick out of them. I put them all in a bag, and if I can, then I tie them all together, and if it's a little bit much, they're used on brims of hats until they become smaller, and then they're put in a common ball. Where's my ball at right now, you say? Let me see. Here it is, right here. I worked on it some last night. I had some more scrap yarn. Oh, what are you doing? So, yeah. Sit right here, right now. Yep. See, and it's in the bag with, this is a scrap that Joy sent me. And I'll use that on rims of house hats until it gets smaller. All the other ones she sent me I've already used. Because I go through yarn a lot. So, and then Margaret Garner said, Rebecca, I love your work. She does such beautiful work. She's just talented. She can sew. She just does it. And then her girls, oh, her girls are so precious. Margaret Garner said, good to see you. Thank you. Good to see you, too. And let's see. Becca said, I saw your Facebook post about the tire. If y'all are in a bind like that again, let me know. My cousin's husband is a police officer in Tallahassee. I can always ask them if they have any resources in y'all's area that can help you out next time. Thank you so much. You know, we did go ahead and get AAA. We've had AAA before when we came out here, actually. And it was a good deal. And I just like the comforting of knowing that, like, when I have my own vehicle and stuff, if there's a problem, I can call AAA, because, like I said, we don't have family out here, and so who would I call? I mean, well, I still would call you if I was in a bind, though. I still would get a hold of you and see if, you know, you had, you know, any way, you know, uh, if you're, husband's husband, you know, had, if they know of any resources. I was thinking about that, watching live PD last night with my husband, and one of theirs, and it was an older one, it was a rerun, but they were doing Tallahassee. So yeah. So the wise monkey said, "Oh yeah, look well today. Hey Brad, I tell you what." That's funny. And that was on Happy Housewife schedule. Carol Cap says, funny you ask what's for dinner, because we're having y'all's pork fried rice. The first time I fixed it, we really liked it. The next time I made it, we're eating if it tastes different. I asked my husband if he thought it tasted different. He said it did. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't good. So I said, well, I guess we won't have this again. We finished eating, and as I was clearing the table and putting things up, there it was, the soy sauce, just sitting on the counter all by itself. I hadn't put a single drop in the dish. Told my husband, I know why the pork fried rice didn't taste right. Problem solved. I may forget something else in it, but not that soy sauce. Yeah, you gotta have that soy sauce. You know, that's a go-to meal for us if we are really had a super busy day and stuff. Fried rice, because we usually generally have rice. Susan Marshall said, I had barbecue chicken in a crock pot 2 days ago, so I'm trying to finish that one. It is okay here, but still hot some, and Monday's a cold front coming in for a couple days. It's in the 80s, but a little cooler for us. I am ready for something different. Been too hot this summer. I made a cherry pie to go with my chicken. Anyway, the next thing I think I will make is a meatloaf, like your hat. Hope you get feeling better and have a nice night with Bradman. Hi, Brad. I have been enjoying watching TV or Netflix lately, because we've had a lot of good horror movies. I like the psychological thrillers. And Betty Allen said, a crafty Floridian podcast might keep you company while you're looming. You know, and I guess I don't know, you guys think I'm probably just the biggest weirdo there is, and that's okay, but I've done live chats before and really enjoyed them, and I'm like almost afraid to do them, and I'm like, these afternoons when you're feeling lonely and the day's never going to end and stuff, you know, like this, just reading these comments makes me feel better, like I'm not alone, you know, and this is on sometimes you just have to relax. Carrot Top said, I love your chats. I love how you take scrap pieces of yarn put in your hats. I'm having problems finding anyone on YouTube to show how to add colors. I was wondering if you would make a tutorial on showing how you do it. Wishing you well. Hope you are feeling better. Thank you, Carrot Top. And I will do that Monday. I will write it down, and I will do that. I'm trying to write it down right now, or else I'll forget. You know how I am. Let's see. Monday. Add colors. Okay, I will do that Monday. I will make a vlog on how I add colors, which is not probably standard. Because I don't weave my ends in. I don't. I tie. I tie. I'm a tire. I want that never to go anywhere. And it's just how I do it. It doesn't mean it's the right way at all. It's just how I do it. But I will show you how I do it. And, you know, 'cause I don't know if you're doing crocheting, knitting, or loom knitting, but, you know, this is just how I do it on loom knitting. The wreath fabric, tulle. Thank you. And I found 2 spools of tulle. I have a purple spool and a off-white. And I may use the, I'm not sure, I may use them both to make a Christmas wreath. But I'm not sure. So, but yeah, it could be fun. And that was from Carol Caps. Okay. Marnie Casey said, I sure hope you get feeling better soon. I've never seen Glenn in such a state of depression. Maybe when y'all get settled, them or their grandkids can visit during the holidays. I get so bored also. Love you, Marnie. 96 degrees here today. I get very worried about what you're going through. I've really been worried about you. I will text you later about that. Yeah, boredom is never a good thing. And Rebecca Miller gave double hearts. Thank you so much. And this was from Carol Caps. Oh, wow, Joyce, what a wonderful gesture to give a gift like that when the grieving parents have so much to handle at that time. You know, it really is, and that's something that they never, ever, ever will forget. Ever. You know, I thought a lot about that. I think that's just so cool that you do that, Joyce. It's just, especially, you know, it's such a wonderful gift. It just really is. Just so kind of you. And, oh, Susan Morrisville said, I like to crochet, but I want to try loom knitting, too. I know nothing about it, but want to try soon, I hope. You make nice hats. Hope Brad is doing okay. Hi to everyone there. I always try to plan things out, too, but I get behind and lost, too. Yeah, try the loom knitting. I mean, it's fun. It's easy. I mean, there's 1,000,001 tutorials on here on how to begin loom knitting. And then depending on what you're doing, I can show you different patterns that I do, that I've developed. It's not hard at all. If I can do it, you know. And this is, thank you, Kathy, and future plans. Chasing Daisy says, emotional eating is so hard to overcome. I'm so worried about you. Diabetes is so dangerous. They always say it's the portions. I'm trying to cut down on portions. It's such a struggle. I'm always eat food that reminds me of my childhood. It was such a better time as a child. Wish we could go back in time. You know, I do, but then I don't, because if you go back in time, then you wouldn't have like your son, and you wouldn't have all the memories with your husband and everything. But I do, sometimes I get you though. I long for that comforting feeling of a grandparent. My grandmother was always so excited when I was a child to see me. And like you said, things were so much easier and stuff. So, you know, sometimes I get sad because I think all the people that loved me are dead. You know, and that's hard because, or like my friend Cheryl Coyote said, well, you know Cheryl very well, that, you know, when you get to be the oldest ones alive, you know, that the parents are gone and whatever, then you're kind of like, yikes. So, yeah. And Rebecca Mills said, what a wonderful box of goodies. It was. It was such a total shock, too. It was nice that, you know, it's like, it's just little things like that. It's like the other day, my nephew sent me, text me this, Facebook story. And I went to click on it, and it said the page or whatever was removed. So I told him that. And he sent me another one, and it was, It was like this squid or octopus hat. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's nice. It was a knit one. And he said, I just wanted you to know I was thinking about you. And he's just a sweet kid. Cherry Cola said, I'm an emotional eater too. I know how you must miss Brad. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, but I'll be all right. It's I keep telling myself I need to, stop missing him, but he misses me too. Let's see. Tresemme 1 said, I have severe diabetes myself. I had a 536, wow, 2 months ago. I have added ALA. I don't know what that is. What is ALA? Oh, she says what it is. To my meds, and it's doing great things for me. I had a reading 2 weeks ago of 136, and I've been waking up to 300s and high 200s, and now 150, 200. But it's making a big difference. I take 32 units of Lantus a day and was taking Humalog all throughout the day. Now, not as often and not at all, or not at all. I've told my doctor about it and my friends and my family. Sorry, it is huge. I did a clip and paste. It is called, I'm going to write that down. Acid. You take 1,800. Yeah, when first of the month when my husband gets paid, I'll have to get some of that. Okay, I did a clip and paste, and this was called alpha lipic acid diabetes. Taking alpha lipic acid by mouth or intravenously seems to improve blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes. However, there is other evidence that shows it does not affect blood sugar. Reasons of these differences may be in the length of time that the patient has been diagnosed with diabetes, whether or not a patient already uses anti-diabetic drugs, or the purity of the ALA treatment. And ALA does not appear to improve blood sugar levels in people with type 1 diabetes. And the nerve pain in people with diabetes, neuropathy, takes 600 to 1,800 milligrams. Let's see. And it says it may take 3 to 5 weeks. Painful bladder syndrome. Yeah, I see. I go through that. Bladder inflammation in women may cause pain in the whole pelvis area. Oh, okay. They're talking about some other kind of drug. Well, thank you for all the information. I'm definitely going to look into that. I did not know that. That's scary how high your blood sugar was. And then on my thing, when you're happy and you know it, Dave Nicholson said, friend's son painted a animal, I think, all over his car he imported from Japan. I think that's what you meant. And then Dave Nicholson said, tomatoes are yummy. Yes, they are. They are the best thing ever. And then WSA said, hi, Theresa. Hi, Brad. I'm zoned out more often than not. Theresa, our senior group here in town recently offered a illuminating class. Tuesday will be our third session. We started with hats. I've made 2 so far, and we'll start a third soon. Then our instructor is going on vacation. When she returns, we are supposed to start on slippers or socks. I'll post a picture of my first 2 hats on my Facebook page. It seemed too long since I watched one of your videos. I enjoyed this one and watched all 30 minutes and 37 seconds. Thank you so much. I saw your pictures, and I thought you did a great job on those hats. I did. See, you can do it. Sweet Twisted Joy said, hi, sweetie. You have such a sweet channel. I subscribed and watched all your videos. They are great, and I hit the bell, too. Well, thank you so much. Let me know if you're a content creator, too, and I'll sub back. Jamming with Yarn said, very good point. Thanks for sharing. And that's just living with fewer regrets. And Lynn N said, "Hiya, gal. Haven't commented for a while. How is Brad liking the job? Are the pups good? Sending you love." Thank you so much. It's nice seeing you on here again, Lynn Ann. I've been wondering how you are. And then on Hump Day, Rebecca Miller sent a couple of hearts. And Dave Nicholson put, "My knees, after I hurt them badly years ago, have me off balance. I'm glad you're having a rewarding hobby that helps people. The best thing in life is to help people. Big hugs to you guys." Oh, thank you so much, and hugs to you too. Do a heart on that too. See what happened last time, and they didn't do hearts back. So wow. So that wraps up that whole shinbag. What are you doing over there, Charlie Manhan? What are you doing? He's always behind my chair over here. Always crazy. And then we have the little puppy. Well, not little, but littler puppy. The giant schnauzer over on the couch. But I really enjoyed reading all those comments. I really want to thank you guys. It made me feel so much better. If you notice, I already seem much happier. And then I bought a few beads from eBay, and then I bought a few beads from Wish. And when I put the tassels, or I put the curlicues on my hats, I like to put a bead. And I think these are really cool. These are really cool. I'll have to maybe see the bumps on them and stuff. Isn't that cool? But the whole itty bitty yike. And I think I'm going to have to get some beading needles. I don't think I have any anymore. And then I got in all kinds of different ones on a small lot that I bought. You know, it's just an envelope full of different beads and stuff from eBay. So, you know, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of nice. The ones on Wish you have to watch for, because those are like these here. And then like the little tiny hearts there. But yeah, they're all, and I have a hard time judging when they're describing what size beads and stuff are. So I don't know. So anyway, that's all I got going on. I enjoyed you guys' company. I need to be reaching out to you guys more because I really, really do need you guys to help me not feel so lonely and stuff. Not that that's your job or anything, but oh, and that's when this is way back to when second time I put you guys on pause was we had doctor appointments for the 21st of November, and I changed them to Veterans Day because Brad's off, the legal holiday. So I changed it to that day, which is the 11th. So for a doctor appointment, so that that would just work out better. Because otherwise we had to be there at 7 a.m. in the morning at the doctor's, and Brad would already have to be showered and ready for work. So we go to the doctor, then we could come back because it's in the opposite direction 20 minutes. And then, so you're losing 40 minutes just in travel time. And then another half hour to 45 minutes up to Tally, where he works, depending on the traffic. So, I mean, it's been a long day. So, yeah, I changed that. I told him I would do that. I'm having to do more of the calling and that kind of stuff because he just doesn't have time. That's okay. So anyway, I'm going to get off here because I want to skedaddle into that room there and do some painting and stuff. I really got to I got to do some painting, some kind of painting. How you just going nuts? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Go in there and do some painting. Even if it's wrong. So, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I will talk to you guys Monday. And thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being my friends. Your friendship is so very cherished, and I don't know what I would do without you guys. Each and every one of you. I haven't been leaving comments on vlogs lately, like Dave Nicholson and stuff. I do watch your vlogs. I just normally it's on my tablet at night. I'll run through at the end of the day, and I will save for watch later a ton of videos, and I'll watch them on my tablet. But I'm loom knitting. I've got the headphones on and stuff, so I don't leave comments because, yeah. So, because the tablet's propped up on a little lantern by my bed. It's a whole shindig thing. So anyway, I can tell you guys, I will get better at that. So I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And I will talk to you Monday. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.